age of chaos, two factions battled for dominance. The kingdom of Azeroth was a prosperous one. The humans who dwelled there turned the land into a paradise. The Knights of Stormwind and the clerics of Norsha Abbey roamed far and wide, serving the king's people with honor and justice. The well-trained armies of the king maintained a lasting peace for many generations. Then came the Orcish hordes. No one knew where these creatures came from, and none were prepared for the terror that they spawned. Their warriors wielded axe and spear with deadly proficiency, while others rode dark wolves as black as the moonless night. Unimagined were the destructive powers of their evil magics, derived from the fires of the underworld. With an ingenious arsenal of weaponry and powerful magic, these two forces collide in a contest of cunning, intellect, and brute strength, with the victor claiming dominance over the whole of Azeroth. Welcome to the world of Warcraft.
Actually, just welcome to Warcraft. Yeah, I have to actually go into the game to get the music out. Might even just leave it if you want to keep the original music. In any case, I think we can start this up. So when you start a single player game, you can start a modem or network game. These don't work anymore, unfortunately. Somebody told me that you can still use a direct link, which is essentially a LAN game. I haven't tested it. Even then, I don't think many people even play this for multiplayer anymore, because the game is really basic in what it is. It is essentially one of the prototype real-time strategy games ever made. So it doesn't... It holds up, but not as much as the newer games. It's also quite difficult. This game is a lot more difficult than Warcraft 2 or Warcraft 3. Of course, this is going to be a franchise run, so I'm going to get to the Warcraft 3, but I am not touching Reforged. I have my original version of the game that was released on CDs, and fortunately I still have a way of running that, so that's what I'm going to be using, not the Reforged. Reforged needs work. Okay, so let's dive into it. You start with the Orc campaign first, and then the human one. I'm gonna just show you how it looks like, or how it looked like. Let's get into it.
Blackhand has assigned you to an outpost in the swamps of sorrow. Your task is simple enough that even the war chief feels that you are capable of it. Construct at least 6 farms so that we may keep our troops well fed and ready to do battle. Only a fool would leave his treasures unguarded, so you must also build the barracks for the defense of these farms.
Much like in Warcraft 2 and 3, the first missions are usually just like tutorials. So let me see if I can actually... Yeah, let's max this out. That's a bit too much. And let's put this on 50. Okay, so a couple of things. Unlike the later games, buildings can only be built next to a road. And if I didn't put that mouse helper, I would have to do everything with these buttons on the side and the shortcuts. The game is competent for what it is, but it is essentially a prototype for all later games. Of course, I have to find the gold mine. I don't remember the maps anymore. Even though I played it recently because I was prepping the game for this playthrough, so I did play most of the Orc campaign. There it is. We don't need wood right now, we do need this. I'm gonna get these guys over here. You don't really need to fight the enemies on the first map. There are some scattered around, but there is no point in attacking them. You just need to make the farms and the barracks and that's it, and you don't even get much gold, so I might need to same rules apply like in all other Blizzard strategies, like StarCraft and Warcraft. They follow the same basic concept in all of their RTS games, so there's no surprises there. It's just that it's very basic. Okay, I need lumber, because barracks need lumber, I think. Yeah, they need 500 lumber. Unlike in later games, you don't really need to put too many peons on lumber. And there goes the first goal line already. So let's get our guys to look for another gold mine. I think there's one here up top. Ah, there you go. Now I am going to send them up, and I'm hoping that there will be no attacks coming from other directions. Okay, we can get the barracks going. Which we need for the bar, 300 per farm. As you can see, it's all pretty much as you would expect from a strategy game. You have your farms, your barracks. This is the game which pretty much defines all the aspects of real-time strategy games. Well, at least for this fantasy type anyway. Then Command and Conquer did the same for like modern RTSs. But all of the basics were already here, as you can see. As far as the Warcraft series is concerned, I think 3 is my favorite one, followed by the 2. And the 1 is my least favorite one, just because of how basic the everything is. I think the mission was 6 that I need. I need 6 farms. I don't know if there was a way to see again what the mission objectives were. think so. Okay, we can make another farm. One thing that was present in the first game, which wasn't passed over to the next one, or the third, or the three, fortunately, it's a good choice, is that buildings can only be built next to a road. So we can build roads. This was not passed over into the sequels, and I'm grateful for that, because it just makes pathfinding more difficult, and it's just pointless. Okay, it's going along quite nicely. On this level there are no enemy bases, and there is no point in looking for the enemies. I mean, I can. But that's pretty much it. See, that's what I mean. It just complicates the pathfinding needlessly. One benefit that the humans have versus orcs is that they get very early on, they get the priest unit that can heal, and we don't get that as orcs. As orcs, however, you do get bloodlust later on that you can use. At least I don't know if that's in this game though. Lost a unit there needlessly. I could have finished the level without any losses, but I wanted to do something while I'm waiting for the wood to be chopped. Could just put one extra peon on gathering wood, to be honest. Not that it matters. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think that's the last one. I think it said 6 farms and a barracks. The barracks are built almost faster than peons. Barracks, farms, sorry. Pig farms. It just says farms. In the sequel it actually clarifies the pig farm. Okay, that should be the last one. Yes, it is. So let's save.
The feel of bones crunching beneath your feet is confirmation of your awesome victory.